is their idea of Christmas, I gotta be there for New Year's.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Because the holiday season is upon us, there will not be any video next week. But to tide you over, I'm going to give you these two thoughts about the differing perspectives that we have versus that of prohibitionists. I was testing how well two 25-round magazines fed through the M1A about 2 weeks ago, and afterwards I decided to do an ammo inventory. And as I had rounds laid out on the floor, I thought to myself, how much would the sight of this incite panic in certain people? Oh my God, are you looking to start a war? Never mind that what I have here really isn't that much. But because gun control types have conditioned themselves to see guns as evil, they'll see any quantity of ammo and see a mass shooting. Those of us who do own arms and ammunition see something different. Now, I know that the bulk of this eventually will hit cardboard, steel, paper, or dirt. A few might hit animals in the interest of meat or pest control, and chances are none of these will ever pass through a human body. Whenever gun control folk see something like this, they see potential tragedy. When I look at something like this, I see potential success for either having a little fun, for having improved my skills a little bit more, for having put a little bit more food on my table, or for defending myself or those that I love. And speaking further on different perspectives, how often have you heard this?
You know, Christopher, I'm guessing that the same people who want to arm us all have also taught their kids and encouraged them to throw rocks at other kids.
I bet you didn't mention less access to guns for people, did you? Knowing what you are like, you probably want to arm teachers and pupils instead.
Yeah, let's arm everyone. That's the NRA's wet dream. How does this MAGA?
This is a clear example of ideological projection at work. You see, most gun control types are statists, which is to say, they believe that government is the answer to everything. Pass a law to require this, make a regulation to control that. That kind of distracted me, which is why whenever they see the word regulated in the Second Amendment, they see it as license to pass more laws to restrict a civil right that explicitly says shall not be infringed. And whenever they mention Heller, they seem to know only two words out of the entire opinion when it comes to considering the Second Amendment as a civil right: not unlimited. And they use this as license to limit the hell out of it, even though they tend to forget that the entire lawsuit came about because they were already limiting the hell out of it. And because they see forcing others as the normal way to do business, they automatically assume that gun owners want to force others to get guns and want to force teachers to be armed. And this misconception is perhaps the biggest difference between the gun control movement and the gun rights movement. You see, we understand that part of having a right includes the personal choice whether or not to exercise that right. And so while we may encourage you to get a gun and to train yourself and to educate yourself in its responsible use, we will never force you to get one. And we won't advocate the government to force you to get one neither. But your owning guns forces us to live with them. Well, welcome to E Pluribus Unum, left-wingers. Ever think that your cause for diversity might actually require you to live among people who are actually different from you? Oh, wait, I forgot. You are the guys who want to control speech so you don't have to engage in comfortable facts. You want to attack people by just what they're wearing. And you want to resegregate people again. In short, you don't live up to your own ideals of diversity, tolerance, and open-mindedness. You are more a part of the problem than you may be willing to admit. So, gun control types, do you want an open and honest dialogue about guns in 2019? Prove that you're honestly ready for one. I'm Jeremy from Alaska, the Here's What's Missing guy, raising a bottle to your health, safety, and enlightenment for 2019. See you next year.